Welcome back to another Mercs Legion War Recap video. Sorry, a little delay in the videos. We ended up having a couple maintenance breaks, and in the meantime we ended up having 2 losses from Mercs Legion. A little sad after a perfect war here, but it happens once in a while, and I gotta tell you, this last one was super close. I mean, if you look at that score against the USMC Actual, 55-55, so it came down to 0.4% total destruction. So congratulations, Mercs. It was a very close war. It came down to the final moments, the last attacks, and it wasn't like we were just throwing attacks away either. I mean, we were getting 3-star attacks. They were getting 3-star attacks. It was back and forth, back and forth. It was actually quite exciting. So I'm very proud of the guys here that helped finish out the war. We did a good job here, and hopefully next time we can get that extra 0.4% and finish off with a win. Speaking of winners here, I would like to go ahead and take a moment to announce the winner of the $10 gift card giveaway. And that winner is Will Custer. So congratulations, you guys guessed it, at 6 go-hos in our perfect war. Congratulations, Will Custer. We will get you your $10 gift card in a little bit. So let's go ahead and begin this war recap, and we're going to start with let's get to the other side, number 3 here, Pratzilla. Alright, Pratzilla did a really nice job of a go-ho in this one. And what made this attack really challenging is, yes, this base had been hit before. However, it had been hit before the maintenance break, so we lost the replay. We didn't quite remember what was in the clan castle or where the traps were. So it was pretty much like Pratzilla was going in blind. First attack on this base. We did kind of get the idea that every one of the clan castles had hogs in it, or not hogs, a hound in it. So we went with the idea that, hey, there's a chance that there's a hound in this clan castle. So we took the witches, wizards, and the queen up top. Oh, here comes the dragon. So they kind of tricked us a little bit on this one. Most of the other clan castles did have a hound in it. So we were able to get in here and take out the dragon without a problem at all. And then does a nice job here using that rage spell that was intended to take out the clan castle troops to help get the wall breakers in and raged up and just break this base wide open for the golems, wizards, and witches, queen, all that kind of stuff as they were moving their way into the base. And that's one thing that was really great about this attack. But here's the other thing. We ended up having a Tesla farm pop up right here in the middle of the base. And what was also really good too is right here we had a double giant bomb set, and that was ended up being able to trigger one at a time. Now we do have another double giant bomb spot here, which was pretty obvious at this point, so just a matter of hoping that the hogs get in here and trigger them one at a time. Unfortunately, they trigger at the same time. However, that pack of hogs was just outside the radius of that giant bomb, and that's what helped really save this attack. They kept tanking for that expo, provided the necessary DPS here at the very end of the attack. A few more loose to the spring trap, a little bit of a nail biter. Are they going to make it? Yes, they are, and we've got hogs to spare at the end, and we picked ourselves up a 3-star late in the game. So very good job, Pratzilla, at reading the base, figuring out how to attack it so that way if the giant bombs were where they were, you were only going to trigger them one at a time. However, we did have a little unlucky double giant bomb trigger there, but fortunately for us, our hogs were out of the way. So nice job, Pratzilla, on that one. Okay, let's go down here to number 7. Because we were seeing so many hounds in all the clan castles, we found a couple of different ways to deal with them. One was to just get in there, take it out, take out the pups, and then commence with the rest of the attack. The other way you can deal with it is a little bit of a distraction, and it does take up 16 clan castle space to do this, so it's a significant investment if you want to do this. However, it's extremely effective, especially on fast attacks. What you want to do is you want to drop down 2 archers at minimum, and then you drop down the healer. The healer is going to regenerate the 2 archers while the lava hound beats on it. It's not going to do any damage to the archer because it's going to get healed fast enough, and then we're able to commence the rest of this attack. I also really like the fact that Miguel chose to come in on this side of the base, the same side that he lured the hound to, because his troops are going to work his way away from that hound. And if that hound does pop later in the match, it's not going to be a factor against his troops because his troops are on the opposite side of the base. So really wide funnel here, which was necessary to get everything going inside. The goal is to try to take out the enemy queen, take out a couple of the high hit point structures, tank some of the damage from the Expos, all that good jazz about getting a good kill squad. We also had a secondary objective completed here. We were able to trigger a double giant bomb set. So really there's only one double giant bomb remaining in this base, and looking here, it's pretty obvious where it is. So because we went surgical on this one, the little bombs triggered. Each bomb triggered one at a time. A pack of hogs were not lost to that. It was just exceptional planning, and the hogs just overthrew this base. I mean, it was very quick, very efficient on this style of a base, and just excellent planning by Miguel. It was really, really good on his part. Also like the fact that the hogs ended up on this side of the base, because now they're going to just tear through and work their way back up to the opposite side of the base. Again, opposite side of the base being good because that one archer is doing some damage to that lava hound, so that means it will eventually pop. However, we were able to power through with our hogs fast enough that everything is going to end up on the back side of this base, away from the lava hound, and the hogs will be untouched for the remainder of this attack. So very nice planning here by Miguel on all fronts. Got the double giant bomb triggered, got the lava hound distracted and taken care of for the whole match. Just a really excellent attack. Very good job, Miguel. And that came in at the very end. That gave us the 1-star lead, and then they came back and ended up 3-starring one of ours to tie the game up and get that little extra %. Alright, so one more attack we're going to show you is one that I did here, and it's one that I've been experimenting with a little bit lately. It's called a Q-Lalu. It's where you take your archer queen and do a little bit of a queen walk to take out a couple of external air defenses, and then you just laloon the rest of the base because it's got 2 fewer air defenses. And I was lucky on this one because it had low level air defenses, so it made it easy to take out with the balloons and lava hounds, as well as taking out 2 of the, I guess, tougher ones on the other side of the base. So now that the enemy clan castle has been dealt with the double poison spell here, we then can come down and start our queen walk. The thing I've learned on this one is you have to put your troops down in an order, so that way the healers are always going to target the queen. If you do things in a different order, there's a chance the healers are going to go for, let's say a wizard or a golem or your king instead of your queen, and the attack is just screwed. So got the queen down, lays down a bunch of cover fire, takes the damage from the cannon and the archer towers, so that way your wizards could move in the opposite direction you needed the queen to go. I had to take out those corner buildings, otherwise the queen would have gone around to the right, but instead she went to the left, which is the way I needed her to go. Activate the ability after the mortar comes, and now she's going to head on over and take out that air defense. Fortunate for me, she's able to reach over the walls and take out that cannon. With just a little bit of extra help here, the 4 healers are more than a match for that 1 Expo beating on my level 15 queen. So now that I know that air defense is going to go down, we'll put the king down over here on the right side as a bit of a distraction. Yes, it's only 1 archer tower over here. However, that 1 archer tower could prove to be enough of extra damage on the balloons or the lava hounds that they pop a little premature. So with that taken care of, we're able to send in the balloons in mass over here, not necessarily surgical, but in 2 groups here, just because I wanted them to spread over half the base at once. A couple of the pops pop, and then they were able to take out the enemy queen. Sometimes if the queen is close enough to the outside, you're able to let the lava hounds pop and take out the enemy queen for you, especially with some of the splash damage. Now I thought this part was a little lucky here. The healers have no purpose now, except they are a distraction, which is great for that 1 balloon to come in and take out the last archer tower. And from here on out, we are on cleanup. So we did have some very good attacks very late in the war. It was a really awesome effort here at the end by the Mercs Legion to try to get that extra stars and extra %. It ended up not being quite enough this war, but still proud of you guys. It was a nice rally. We were able to regroup and get some more 3 stars at the end. So proud of you guys still, even though it was a loss. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to try to slow down a little bit on the war recaps that I do. I'll do them maybe once or twice a week instead of 6 times a week, because I'm wanting to focus on some of the other videos out there, such as base building and war attack strategies, I had the War Tactics series out there. I want to kind of revamp a little bit. So just keep an eye out for more of these videos. Hopefully we'll have some new attack strategies coming out to you guys in a little bit. And this is Eureka Havoc from Mercs Legion reminding you guys to clash without fear.